You're probably wondering where I've been as of lately, and if you weren't, oh well, I'm about to tell you anyway. So for a couple months or so now, I've been working in Halo Forge. So excited after it came out back in November. It's an amazing tool. A lot of fun game modes have came out of it. But if you are a Forge creator, you might ran into this issue that I'm about to show you right now. Right now. As you know, I created a Call of Duty Zombies experience to try to share and like have fun and share it with other people and stuff. But I, for the life of me, have been dealt with this nonstop. Doesn't stop appearing on screen. It's the most annoying thing. And I've actually reached out to people on Reddit. I've reached out to, I actually got a response from a 343 developer, and it was like, yeah, so there might be some issues with like copy and pasting stuff. Just, play around and see what you can cut. So I was like, okay, I'll cut back. And that's what I wanted to show you, or what to explain, in case you subscribe to me for the Forge stuff. What I'm trying to get to, the point I'm trying to get to is that I've spent at least a month and a half on this map. Even though it says version 14, I'll get to that in a minute. There's multiple versions. All for it to go to waste. I'm a little upset. So if I go to this Nocturne Toten here, Kino der Toten, I was working on Kino der Toten from Black Ops, but putting my own Halo spin on it. That way, it was something familiar, but new, yada yada, something fun. And if I go to map details, I should be able to go to like, oh god, I don't even remember which one it was. We'll say this one. We'll say this. I think this one works. I'm trying to get to it. I'm sorry about this. I'm just trying to show you all the work I put in that is kind of just been scrubbed aside. This is Kino der Toten in Halo Reach, the sledgehammer way. Yeah, I lied. It's not. It's just the screen again. Hold on. I know what I have to do. I just don't know if I have the strength to do it. So if I go to the versions and go here and go to details, version history, I think it's like 137. Yeah, we'll try 137. As you can see, they're just not opening. They're not opening. And a lot of people said that like if you copy and import scripts from other game modes, this can happen. Because the first thing I did share a little bit of this on the YouTubes or Reddits somewhere, is, okay, cool. So hopefully we'll see where this takes me. I put in the script of the one video, the homage to the Horde video I made. I put that in there. And then I started building the base. Or, no, I built the... What did I do? I built the base map. Then I put that in there. That way I had something to work with. Focused so much on the scripting on that to fine-tune it for the map for separate reasons. And then I focused on the art of the map. I'm not good at art on Forge, unfortunately. There's some really good stuff like what Infinite Forges and Rebs Gaming does. The maps look beautiful. There's a lot of other people. But I'm just going to showcase the map as is now. I don't think this is the version I was after. So, everyone, this is Kino der Toten in Halo. Oh, in Halo Infinite. As you can see, I'm a little upset. Just because I put a lot of time into it. I didn't know what I was wanting to go for. I didn't want it to be like an exact replica. I was trying to tell. I had like a whole story planned for each map. I was just going to recreate the zombies maps, but put my own spin on it, make it familiar but different at the same time. I know some people are probably like, but that was just my vision. I even made like these little fake barriers, no real barriers. There are people who have made custom zombies maps, or just zombies maps in Forge recently, and they're pretty good. But in my honest opinion, I think they lean too heavy into trying to make it all like the exact thing. They even put like a point system in, and I was like, you're not like, that's cool to make it your own game, like make games out of this. That's so cool. But I just want to go into something where it's like, don't worry about anything. Just play it like point and shoot, like turn your brain off, have some fun. So here's the Kino starting room. If you're familiar with Kino der Toten, it's not too bad. I'm patting myself on the back on that. I don't, like I said, I don't know like stuff for artistics. so I'm not really good at some of the stuff. Doors open on timers still after the other one. I'm at 32% memory, but if you actually look here, I got a little thing telling me, no, you're not at 32%, you're at 238%. I don't know what could be causing that besides the lights, because I had a build where I deleted the lights and then that still didn't work anyway, so yeah, obviously not finished. Like I said, I didn't know where I was going, so I kind of like just made little accents. I tried tearing open the wall so like sunlight can come in. It looks kind of cool. Flashing light in here. You can see the seam of the wall. I don't know like detail. I don't know if it's just maybe trying to like rush it. That way I have something done. And I don't even know where this build is like going to. Teleporter and stuff down here. I will say this. I do think for some of the stuff I thought I spaced it out pretty well. I'm giving myself a compliment. We all need it. This, I don't know what happened here. This should not be as open as it is. But I'm not going to worry about that now because I stopped working on it. It's kind of heartbreaking a little bit because that's why there wasn't a lot of videos. I was just playing in Forge, and I knew that was going to happen where I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to spend all my time in Forge. And like I said, not an exact replica. It's my own interpretation. Try to make it as not close, just, I don't know, familiar. Just familiar. That's what I said a long time ago or a couple months ago with the Call of Duty one. Familiar, fun, and forgot the third F. For original. This is the MP40 room. I really didn't do much in here, especially up here. This is just dead and empty. Staircases are my natural enemy in Forge. I don't know how to do staircases. But I did keep the accents a bit. It's still kind of just plain like this. That could be a bit better. That could just be so much better. Turret here, it's placed stupidly. That way you can't just like sit in a position and do it. It's like kind of forced to, you have to rip it off. That way you're not invincible forever. I remember someone told me, because I asked for like a little bit of art advice, and they were like, add more green. So there are trees in here now. It just, I was, you can do that in test mode? Why can you do that in test mode? I didn't mean for that plant to phase through. The lighting, I don't know. I need like a Forge tutorial because I don't know what I'm doing. I still want to make these maps, but if it's going to end up like this, I'm a little, disheartened. I don't know what I did wrong. These are blockers for reasons. This room actually, this turned out much better than I thought it'd be. This is the dressing room. I kind of liked what I did here, not gonna lie. I really like this room a lot. I spent the more I spent, like the more I further went into a room, the more time it came up. The more effort or more ideas I had, and I honestly think this is my favorite room out of the whole one. Yeah, I really do like this room. And then we have the stage, which this was hard. I could probably color some stuff better. I don't know why this is shiny. I think that's just like a raw concrete thing, but it shouldn't be shiny. Some of the scaling's a little off. Like, normally when you come out of this door, this little gap right here should be right there, but yeah, familiarity. And then there's also supposed to be stuff here too. Even as now, the game mode's not entirely set to work either. There are some spawn issues. Mystery box. We all love the mystery box. Mannequins and stuff everywhere. Little training dummies. The story was behind. I'll say the story. The story was the zombies were not zombies. They were people infected by banished AI and stuff. So they became like crazy and started killing people. So you're supposed to subdue them, and there's gonna be hidden lore and Easter eggs and all that. That's right, there's Easter eggs, like, to win the map and stuff. I don't remember if I fixed any of these issues. You turn this on like normal, as you can. The way I'm, like, describing this, I sound, like, depressed and deflated, like, yeah, this is the stuff we do. Yeah, here's a stage, big whoop. Oh, actually, I don't know if this had the thing I was after. You turn on stage, you do that. Teleporter's right here. The way I had the teleporter work is you only had to hit one button. you just hit this console right here, and it'll turn on the teleporter. It'll turn on the teleporter over there. But you only had 10 seconds. If 10 seconds were up, you had to hit that button again. That switches for the Easter egg. Another turret, yada yada. Pretty cool. The stage back here, I don't know how to turn that off, honestly. It's so emissive. This is the last room I worked on, because I think this should be, this should be plain. Plain. This is like the prop room and stuff. This is the room I hate the most in this and in the actual game, like having to make both of those. This is a door to start the Easter egg. If you're familiar with Zombies Chronicles, it has Easter eggs to start off. The perks, they're just normal equipment, nothing special. That is part of the Easter egg, that little tower. This is the fire trap room, but I can't use the fire trap. I did have it working, but the game didn't like it, so I had to turn it off. I had to get rid of it. And then we come back in here. You get the wonder weapon through here. It's just a fun little, like, rocket launcher shock rifle combo. It's really cool. I like it. That's the map. Part of the Easter egg zones should have this. So this was something I wanted to add in. Just a fun little weird scenery, because in the game, if you're not familiar with Kino, when you go to pack a punch, there's a chance you end up in a bedroom or like a dentist's office, and it's all to get like film reels and stuff. Well, I was like, okay, I'll make a house for that. I can do that. But I'm like, why does it have to be a house? It could be something different. Like, wow, you're inside this theater of hell, surrounded by the apocalypse. Why not make a nice, just beautiful little landscape? And I spent a lot more time on this part than I probably should have. But so, like, you would just teleport here. I kept trying to make it where, like, yeah, you could hang out here as much as you want, because the end teleporter is right there to go back. Or I was going to put a kill boundary in there or something. Just something to work on. So I was like, okay. So I did a little bit of that. But it's still just kind of, I think my problem is, at least on this map, I don't have much of as a problem. I mean, besides the fact that it doesn't work. I literally can't work past this. If I add a prop or anything into this little room right here, it's over. I don't get anything. So that kind of sucks. But I was having fun with it. I was definitely having fun with it. The forge tool's really good. Making stuff like this is I don't know why, for some reason I'm kind of blown away by like this little backdrop. Like this is it's kind of cool. It's just random trees placed everywhere, a little bit of patches of grass on the hill that's fallen down tree stump, but I'm like really impressed by it. You shrink down the Forerunner ring. It's really cool. Unfortunately though, I can't do anything. I know this is in beta still. I got a little too excited working on it. But if there's a way, if 343, if you have any answers on what I can do, I have already made map versions where I got rid of every effect, and the effects limit was still very high, and it still prevented me from accessing the map because of dedicated server issue. Teleporters I know have effects too, so I got rid of those, but they all failed. This is the last version of the map I can work with. So I feel so mopey. I'm not trying to be mopey, I swear. I want to share what I've been doing, and hopefully it doesn't look like a waste, if that makes sense. So, 343, if you got anything for me, please let me know. I'll probably share this to some social media or whatever. But in the meantime, I still got work on some other Forge maps. I do have a Nocturne Totem that I'm working on, which I know people made Nocturne Totem, but I still want to do my spin on it, so I'm not giving up just yet. I am a little disheartened, that's all. But then I also have to work on some other stuff, for other reasons, and hopefully I can get in the right mindset, making them look good, because my problem is I'm like, oh, I should do this fast. No, I need to learn to take my time, but I also need to learn to not spend all my time on it, because man, this takes a long time to to do this. It's not like the best thing ever, but I kind of like what I'm going at. If you guys can see where I'm trying to make, if you guys get the idea, like, oh, it's a military ran theater, like they're using it as an occupation zone. That's the goal. If you guys see that, please let me know down in the comments below. But in the meantime, actually, there is no meantime. That's all the time I have for this video. If you guys liked it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and let me know how my channel's doing, and follow me, or read Darwin's Law. That's my webcomic on Webtoon Canvas, and it's supposed to be on Top House too, but I keep forgetting to upload the rest of the episodes. We're still in the middle of making episodes, so don't worry. Everything is fine. Everything will be great. My name's the Sledgehammer. I might have said that. If you don't know that, my name is the Sledgehammer. There, I already said that. Bye!